空の太陽に込めた愛してる寝る前に月に込めた愛してるあなたに届いたかなカーテンを開けて朝の光を浴びる窓を開けると優しい風が吹いた今日もいい朝コーヒーを飲みながらニュースを見る誰かが活躍してる姿とっても元気が出る明るいニュースで溢れたらいいのにな Good morning, good morning 今日も一日頑張ろう Good morning, good morning 今日も一日輝く Yes鏡の前に立ってメイクを始める噂のシークリームがいい感じ今日もいい朝毎日頑張ってるご褒美に買ったシャネルのリップスティック発色が良くてとっても可愛い髪の毛はどんなスタイルにしようかなあこんな時間Good morning, good morning 今日も私らしくいよ Good morning, good morning 今日も私は最高トゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥ Have a nice day トゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥトゥ元気にしてるこっちは梅雨に入ったよそっちはどんな天気かな空港で約束したよねすぐまたをねって忘れてないよねもうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる寝る前に月に込めた愛してるあなたに届いたかな今日何してた私はいつも通りの日々君がそばにいたらな一緒に見た打ち上げ花火来年もまた来ようねって忘れてないよねもうすぐだからもうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる寝る前に月に込めた てるあなたに届いたかな
This is Keen Reflex, and this is a space for you guys to practice your Japanese while enjoying video games. That's right, they call me Keen and I'm a translating machine. I read the stories in Japanese and then I tell you what they mean. If I find a word I like, I teach the meaning and then I post this on YouTube and then we find some words again. Kodomo ga jama suru wa muku mama. Slam the home got tackled out. Good morning, mama. So sit back and just vibe. Hit that follow, hit subscribe. Stick around if you please and maybe learn some Japanese. Yes. Okay, welcome in. I just checked it and it was fine. Welcome in, you're watching Keen Reflex, and this is a space for you guys to practice Japanese while enjoying video games. Okay, vertical works on that. Good. My camera is poop. Give me a second. What should do? But also, let me go over here so that so we have sound. I don't understand how my camera, I don't see it, but it's physically moving somehow. Okay, so I expect a lot of technical difficulties today. Not the camera though. Give me a second for the camera. Why does it revert to default every time? Default is not the settings that I want. Nope. 4, -4, thank you. Already a lot better. Give me just a second. This color. Is that better? It's a lot better. There's still this, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so I already found one thing that I forgot to add, which was the trailer to the vertical. What I did was I added the, now if you're watching in vertical, if you're watching on the phone, you get vertical version. What do you think to pay attention at once? So with the switch turning off. Am I hearing that music, by the way? I'm not. No. Where is it? Here it is.
This is Keen Reflex.
Okay.
And this is a space for you guys.
Throughout the stream, if you notice a place where there was sound and there isn't, let me know, because I had to turn every... I don't want to go through the whole explanation unless somebody specifically asks, but I had to switch every single audio source from monitor only to monitor and capture. Before I had set up to where everything would only monitor, and then I had one source that was the desktop audio capture. I got rid of that because now that I'm doing dual, the desktop will capture both. It'll grab both, and then it'll be a dual sound.
This is Keen Reflex.
Oh, I see what was happening. No, let's not do that.
And this is
also, that's a cool background.
For you guys to practice Japanese while enjoying video
Look over here.
games. That's right, they call me.
I hear sound over here. I hear sound from my phone. I do. Two. Okay, so two things I need to add so far on the vertical is it doesn't do the transition for whatever reason. I guess I have to manually add that. But also I need to add the trailer theme because it's not on there. I did notice that for whatever reason I still heard them on the phone though. Oh, hi Lily, how's it going? Vertical. And just put this in one card. Writing my to-do cards. Instead of a list, I do cards and then I shuffle them so that I don't have to make choices for my to-do lists. Add trailer to vertical. What else do I need to add? I need to add what's it called? Something like Scorpion, but it's not. What is that called? Well, it's called the transition. No matter. Pretty good. Just woke up, slept in a bit, which is nice. I knew it since I slept so badly yesterday. Oh, sorry to hear it. I didn't sleep very well last night either. I don't know about as badly as you're talking about, but kept waking up for unknown reasons. Not the best. Although, can I ask, are you watching on your phone or on your computer? I just set up the dual format. I don't know if you've done that yet. I don't know how many, like it said. Oh, okay. So you see me up here and the game's down there now. Oh, okay, you put it in classic view. That's fine. That's in general or for my setup. Confuses my brain. Okay. Well, that's great that it still gives you the choice. But the reason I was asking was just because, it's the first time to format this, and so if there's anything for one, if there's any audio problem or anything wrong, I'd love for you to let me know. I don't know if you had an opinion on how it could be set up better, the orientation or anything. Appreciate it. No pressure on just you, though. I was going to ask everybody, and if anybody has an opinion. Somebody will have an opinion. Have you set it up before, Lily? Well, I said you. And so it's any strange to the vertical cache. Okay. Yeah, understandable. Yeah, so for me to set it up, I also had to switch. I mean, the way it sets it up though, it's so weird. The vertical, it puts the chat right over it. So I put on my vertical, that the bottom left notes, I put it below, which I thought would be useful, but it's right under the chat. So like, there's nothing written there yet, but once there is, the chat's gonna go right over it. I wonder if I make it disappear? Like, what's the point of me making a layout that gets covered halfway by I don't get it. Don't get it. I only got to vertical and I don't know if I've been promoted yet. That vertical on stream yet. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah. Mine said that just a select, so for all partners and then a select number of affiliates. But I think it's just random. Like they just use a random test group for these kind of things. I'm usually not one of the ones chosen. But this time it said I was. Like, well, let's take advantage of that. I wanted to do it on YouTube. I have friends who do it on YouTube where they stream both ways. And that means that it'll also put you up on the shorts platform. Like when people are looking at shorts, sometimes you'll pop up. I don't have that set up, but I want to. But for me to set this up, I was using Restream in order to do YouTube and Twitch at the same time. Oh, jerks. Oh yeah, I just fight a boss, remember. I have to. I had to set that up. So I was using Restream, so I had to set it up to where I'm streaming to both versions of Twitch and YouTube, all from the UBS. I was sure that a million problems were gonna happen, but so far, it seems fine. Oh, I do need to double check on the phone eventually. Ooh. YouTube should be playing. Other than that, how's that? I hope you get sleep soon. Trust me, there will be a storyline here later. I kind of like the beginning of those streams with the action setup, such up to everybody comes in. I'm actually on time today, which I think a lot of people didn't expect lately. I don't dual stream to YouTube at all. I can barely keep up with the Twitch chat sometimes, so it feels so stressful. I usually upload my videos after this. Yeah, I get it. That makes total sense. I would have, well, not chat per se, but like just all of the things going on at once. It's a little bit overwhelming for me. And having separate chats, even though I have a lot fewer chatting. Well, I'll often have even the same amount of people in YouTube, just nobody chatting. That platform seems to be less chatters. Like more people just want to silently lurk, it seems. At least on mine. But what was I gonna say? What was the thing that stopped me first? Well, anyway, that's a great problem to have, Lily. To have so much chat that you can't keep up. Only I could say the same. Ah! Oh, come on. That's not fair. You don't attack somebody right after they walk out of a dungeon. I put the controller down. Other times, a lot of people chatting, yeah. I feel you. That's good though. And I've never had to utilize it, but people who have trouble keeping up with chat, and maybe you already do this, use slow mode. Slow it down a little bit. Okay, so I do have the bombs now, which means I could do side quests. Or there's a few things in the previous levels that I can grab. So I'm gonna do that, I think. I'm gonna do that. So how do I even get that? I don't know. The other... Okay, there's a breakable wall right there. Times in that time of day of the week. So yeah. Do you stream on different times each day? Since I at least attempt to. Lately I haven't been doing the best. Since I tend to do same time, same day of the week every time. Usually for the most part, kind of the same for me. I think that's because my main audience, majority of it is my regulars. And we don't get a lot of food A lot of yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking while I talk. I'm not even sure what I'm saying. I also just woke up and was so worried about none of this stream working. My mind is kind of preoccupied with that. Grades and stuff. That's gonna work for me. I haven't used it, so I'm just saying that I've seen other people. I think I need to change this so subs can bypass. Do you need to, or that's what you feel? Afternoon, evening, or 5 p.m. Well, that's another thing. Yeah, I stream early in the morning, so there's a lot of silent lurkers too. A lot of people like to passively learn, listen. So that might be another reason why I have a little bit less of the chat problem.
ひびが入ってる箇所がありますね。
これならそれ
Oop, what? That sucked.
よし
Try again.
驚きました。
Streamlines inconsistent schedule some weeks, so some days you can only just tag everyone. Yeah, that's actually been me these last 2 weeks.
この先を
Well,
抜
it's
け
still
る
same
と
time,
どこに出るのでしょうか。
but it's like yeah. Oh, sorry, not tomorrow. No, I said maybe tomorrow, not tomorrow. Oh, once again, I said maybe tomorrow, but not tomorrow. Okay, Friday this week. Well, that's because I'm moving. I'm in the process of moving. And, like every day, like there's people contacting me about either closing or opening something.
まだいけますか。
And they've been mentally draining. The second half showing. Oh, and by the way, I don't know. I should have said this at the beginning of the stream. I meant to, but if Legend, DWJN, is watching the VOD, thank you so much for the 5 subs outside of stream. And then he said, I saw the comment said, never make it. I always miss it. Yeah, it's 6 a.m. PST on. I'm trying for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but it changes every day. So I would recommend joining the Discord to double check. I can put that in the chat now. Man, thank you so much for the subs. I'm sorry you missed the stream. Discord and chat now. How's it going, Spectrum? We move in September. How far away are you moving? Just different place in the same town? Different towns? Different states? It's kind of what I like about your streams. If I'm super tired and don't feel like talking, I can just lurk and relax in here. Yeah, well, I appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. Never any pressure. It's just, yeah. It's a great place to lurk, true. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. There's less work for me, too. No. It is, but also, I do appreciate the chat. I do like to talk to you guys. Across the state to be closer to my mom. Oh, that's nice. That's funny. So, we're moving. One of the many reasons. We already moved all the way to Idaho to be close to my dad. Well, for like support. We are currently maybe like Hey Maxie, we're currently a 15-minute drive from my dad. The main reason we're moving is because this management company sucks, and they have a mouse on their walls problem, but refuse to do anything about it. And also the train is right there, and they don't respect anybody's sleep. I don't understand. Like, I understand if somebody is crossing your track when you're trying to cross, maybe honk your horn, but no, every single night. Anyway, what I wanted to say was, if we're gonna move, we might as well move closer to my dad. I like the area and be easier to
よし
生命
revisit
の
them
か
every
けらです
weekend.
ね。貴重なもの
Now
が
we're
手
gonna
に
be
入り
living
ました。
4 minutes away. Yay! Yeah. Luckily, our countermeasures towards the. Did I just get a heart piece? By the way, let's go.
や Yeah.
There wasn't even a trial. Shoot, did I already go there? I'm
Yeah.
looking at map. Oh,
あ
well, there goes my drop rate, you jerk.
ーや
You
Yeah.
jerk.
やよよ
How was maxing? Are you preparing for your what's it called? Your class. What's it called? Oh yeah, class. I was expecting, I don't know, a bigger word. Main track's about 15 minutes. Our train track's about 15 minutes from my mom, so I need to make sure I don't move to that area because I never sleep. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't, well,
や
so, you know, I've lived next to train tracks in Japan, and I like the trains.
よ
I did not, in Japan, but the loudest noise is just hearing go ka-down, 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 ka-down as it's going by, because they're a lot faster. So maybe every once in a while you'll hear a boom, you know? And even then in Japan, the walls in Japan are much thinner. And even then it wasn't really, it was kind of soothing to hear that every once in a while. It's not, I did not expect these, I don't understand, like, the thinking of like, let's, instead of using lights, flashing lights, any other kind of non-invasive way to show that our train is coming at 5 miles an hour, we decide to use a blaring horn in the residential area at 3 a.m. when there's nobody trying to cross. Like, what is going through people's heads when they're in that train, when the conductor is like, yeah, let's just wake up the entire area just in case somebody decides to run out in front of the train, which would be their fault, honestly. Like, and they're going at 5 miles an hour, like nudge them and they back off. Come on. Ugh, I don't get it. There's no, again! I put my controller down when I switch screens. Don't do that. That's my chance to get a drink. I think I got everything I can in there. I think. So unfair to have him right outside the entrance. Break my chain. Okay. If maybe I can finally get that treasure chest over there. But yeah, definitely get away from the train tracks.
Yeah.
So you haven't chosen the exact location yet. You just are planning on the move. Yeah.
この岩爆弾を使えばもしかすると
Yeah.
Am I out of bombs? Yeah. One of the reasons I don't like to use the consumable weapons here is it doesn't seem super easy to pick them back up. They drop, but not often enough. To buy some right here. There's nothing. Keep hitting these and hope that. Kokofai, hello! Welcome in. Arigato. Do you have flashing lights on American trains too? Okay. Trains that are going through, where I'll be moving to are a bit faster than 5 miles. Residential. Not as stupid people who just don't respect train act. Okay, so it's on both of us. What's the other thing is, like, why don't, well, I don't know about your area.
Yeah.
I don't even know why there's a train in this, today I actually have the Fumikiri. I totally forget what Fumikiri is in English. The things that come down to physically stop the cars from going through. Not that they'll actually stop, but it's like a physical, what's the word? Indication you cannot get through here right now. But we don't. And yeah, so if people were smart enough to not go across the train tracks when the train's coming. Continuing to get a better paying full-time job, so I've been going back and forth to job fairs. Gotcha. Well, good luck with that. First channel has recommended this channel from someone whose name you forgot. Maybe I forgot. Birdsong. Yeah, I know Birdsong. Well, thank you. Yeah, Birdsong's a good friend. He's in the same group as me. We both like to make games. He makes much more fancy games. I've only made one in my life, but I love it. Most areas, but there are some less trafficked areas that don't have them all. Okay, yeah. This is probably like the most trafficked area, and where there's a train track, and there isn't one. No worries at all, Kokify. Welcome in. Lots of resources for you to learn. We're playing a little bit of a less dialogue-heavy game today, but we do play our games in Japanese. I'm a professional Japanese English translator and interpreter. I like to play games in Japanese. Thank you, Maxine. Here's some Japanese learning for you. Oh, you know what? I don't have that set up on the vertical. Gotta set that up on vertical. So hear it. How's that working?
赤、青、紫。
How's that green screening?
Yay!
That was crazy. Did you see that green screen it? I didn't set that up to green screen. Busy head banging to this to learn from this. Alerts. We gotta figure out where the alerts would go on vertical. No idea. I think you'd be proud of me. I recently completed a Japanese playthrough of Mother 2. Wow. I never actually beat that. Always by the end, I don't know what it is. I've tried it twice. Once I got to the waterfall and just didn't understand how to get through. There's some kind of password or something. And the second time I got almost all the way through and I just kind of got bored of the format. I was playing it by myself though. If I was playing on a stream, I'd probably be more. But congrats. And Ness is my main character on Super Smash Brothers. I love Ness, so. I really owe it to him to actually finish the game. Any recommendations to learn grammar? I'm very new to Japanese. I learned around like 50 vocab words. Grammar, well, honestly, grammar the best way. Some people, is it Boom Pro that everybody is playing that they recommend for grammar? I honestly would buy a Japanese textbook if you have the money and the patience to read through a textbook. Or there's plenty of sites where it'll just explain it. Grammar is kind of hard to gamify, although some people do. Oh, I do know a game. I assume anybody who comes in here is a gamer. There is a game. Do I have the link for it still? What's it called? Watabi? Is that what it was called? Watabi? It's not popping up. Wagotabi. Let's see if I have a link for that. Wagotabi. You have very bad attention span, yeah. Hatsune 3分間待つ. Yeah, I would say de. Hatsu de 3分間待つ. So you literally just sit there for 3 minutes? Is that what you do? Well, the second time I succeeded, I looked it up. And that's the game, like, my goodness. 3 minutes. You're supposed to just stand there. Give me a second, Coke. I have a game that you might like that, it's not like super gamey, but it goes through a lot of grammar. And I actually helped, I didn't help develop this game, but I helped a lot with the, tweaking of the way they taught Japanese, because they asked me and a bunch of other Japanese teachers to kind of help them with grammar, well, fixing any like mistaken grammar that they're teaching, but also suggestions on how they started. And it's called Wagotabi. If you haven't learned hiragana, I do have my own game, which is this one. But this only focuses on the learning, the reading of hiragana and like 50 vocab words. And the vocab are only even there, honestly, to help you really reinforce the reading. But if you haven't mastered hiragana, that's definitely the first step in Japanese. And so if you're learning like, okay, you've done both hiragana and katakana, that's good. So you said you know vocab words, and some people just try to start with only romaji, and I am 100% against that way of learning. Not that I would judge you if you were, but I would say, please don't do that. Because there's so many things wrong with that. For one, nobody does that as a native Japanese speaker, for reasons. Having the English lettering encourages you to pronounce it like English when it is not English. It also just makes it a lot harder later for when you have to actually read Japanese. There's so many reasons. There's 0 reasons to start learning Japanese with romaji. And 10 hours on my game, or 2 weeks by yourself, learning hiragana at least, and then start learning vocab and grammar. I know I'm preaching to the choir because you've already learned hiragana, but yeah. I'm actually currently making a game for katakana. But if you're interested in reviewing or just having fun, come check out my game. But the first link I gave you, they'll rush through the hiragana, and they'll do grammar, so that one's not bad. Okay, I will try, you know what, for newcomers' sakes, let's go ahead and go back to where there will be storylines, so we'll get some dialogue soon. Oh? Was that O on the katakana game? Yeah, I haven't officially announced it. I want to, but I need to make the video. Because there's some small surprises that I want to not just like say, I want to show you with a proper announcement. But I'm aiming for the demo to be ready by October, because that's going to be next fest in October. And that's like the best time to get wishlist, basically. You're only allowed to enroll your game for one next fest. Check it out. This is strengthen my katakana. Well, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what even a lot of higher level or like mid-level learners say close by, is that they it's the same thing. I came here just in the past. I forgot what I was doing. I was going to buy bombs. Okay, well, I'll go buy bombs in the future, or in the past then instead. Nani shite kana? Nani shite kana? I'll be trying out Okami. Switch in Japanese, that's perfect. Is this called Okami in Japanese as well? My life isn't so topsy-turvy, I need to finally start playing Hiragana Hero. You haven't played it yet? It won't take up that much of your time. You can, if you rush through it, you can beat it in 10 hours. And if you already know your hiragana, you're just doing it for fun. Do it even faster. I did a, you know, I made the game, so I know too much about it. But although it's not first playthrough after leveling up, I could speed run it in an hour. And then I tried first playthrough no death, and I think we did that in like 4 hours. But traditionally, if you've never played the game, even if you know your hiragana, it'll probably take about 10. Busiest master's degree. Yeah, well, yeah, that'll keep you busy. Picking up part was easy for me and AJ's thankfully. It was roguelike elements that did me in. Yeah. Yeah, I plan on making this next one, a little bit more...
Yeah!
Honestly, I want to make it longer, but less... That'd be similar. Less roguelike, more RPG-ish, I think. As in, it'll still be the same, but I won't expect people to die as much unless they just forgot. Well, no, that's not what it is. I won't expect people to die less. It's that it'll be less punishing when they do, but there'll be more to get through. If that makes sense.
例えばもしかすると
これなら
Give a percentage on how. Did you give me a percentage on how much you've made of the Katakana game? Like the percentages. I love that you use that, by the way, because I'm that type of person too. I like to use like, yeah, I'm 55% happy today.
これは宝箱でしょうか
こいつの中身はと
Ooh, heart piece, let's go.
よし
生命のかけらですね貴重なものが手に入りました
But yeah, it's technically kind of roguelike. Originally it was much more roguelike,
Yeah!
and
Yeah!
when I saw people test it out, and they were just, because it's a learning game, they were more frustrated with how
Yeah!
much losing there was.
Yeah.
I tweaked it to be a lot less. But without spoiling anything, I'll tell you that there's 5 areas. And essentially, in order to get the demo done, which is going to be in October, so I'm almost done with this, I need to have all of the game mechanics, maybe tweaked by the final, but all the game mechanics, and the first of 5 areas done. Getting all the game mechanics is honestly most of the work. Then what will be left is the remaining 4 areas, which honestly, the areas themselves didn't take me that long, like making the puzzles and whatnot. It's a lot less time consuming than the back end stuff. So I need to finish the 4 areas. I need to finish the story because I only have I have it in my head, but I only have it in the game for the beginning. So I need the story throughout each area and the ending. And then any final tweaks, and getting in all of the voice actors, because I need to hire voice actors for certain parts.
Yeah!
Actually, I need to hire the voice actors before the demo, honestly. But yeah. So I know that's not a percent, but technically I have like 70% of it done, I would say. Because I've been making it for... Technically it's been 2 years since I started, but I really haven't been 2 years, maybe 1 year? I don't remember. That is a story game. It's, yeah. I mean, it's... How would I put it? It's roguelike in that, it's a dungeon where, yeah, you try and progress through each area, and if you die, you have to start over, but you can respawn at the beginning of each area. can picture the battle of soul versus N. Yeah, it'll be frustrating. Why are those two symbols basically the same? Yeah, that's what's tough with Japanese, with the katakana. Minasan ohayo, Ashingu-san, yahoo. How's it going? Those characters are stroke order. Yeah, if you remember the stroke order on those, it's actually easier to visualize it. Oops. I want to waste those. You jerk. What? That's like a low-level monster suddenly coming and breaking my streak. Let's try and get some stuff in today. Try to practice to be able to tell the difference, but I got it down now. I think it's a common early problem. Yeah. I forgot to finish my thought when Cloak was talking about katana's weakness. Even the katakana is just also, it's used less. So even high-level learners, even myself sometimes, when it's not in a word, when it's just the character by itself, when it's word I have context with so obvious. That's another thing you'll eventually learn, is that you'll recognize it better in words than actual, because it wouldn't make sense for a soul to be here or an to be here, right? But yeah, even me playing with like those learning games, I'm like, so wait, at least for half a second anyway. I do know the difference. But yeah, katakana is difficult for a lot of people, which is why I'm kind of excited to make this one, and I want to make it good. Kill and take. Kill and take. ボムで敵を撃破とき 15% でボムをドロップ. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so this one, this is an upgrade that I can choose to equip. I don't know if I will, but it's called Kill and Take. Cost 7. When I kill somebody with a bomb, there's a 15% chance that they'll drop another bomb. Which is nice. Nice if I want to use bombs with one of my main attacks. Oh my goodness, broke my chain again. That just me up randomly. Is Na versus Meh still for some reason. Yeah, I'm surprised more people don't talk about Na versus Meh. Because in written form, those are actually very similar. Mikan, good luck. Mikan? Well, you never recap, you're good, I suppose. Even when you know the word in English in the katakana version. Well, yeah, if you know the if you're seeing it for the first time in katakana, for sure. Ta versus Se. Well, so that's crazy. I never even realized Ta and Se are similar. But one is katakana, it's one hiragana, so you're never gonna be in a situation where that would mess you up, really. Because you wouldn't have a random katakana in the middle of hiragana, or vice versa. Okay, guys, I don't know if this is intentional, or I don't think that it's like failure to get good actors. I have a feeling there's an intentional reason. I'm really hoping. You gotta listen to just how bad the voice acting for the cats are in such a high quality game. Really? It's a cute cat, and the princess points them out too. She's like, "Hey, look, there's a cat. We gotta talk to the cat." And then you talk to it, and it goes, "Yeah." That was worse than the other ones. Yeah. It's very clearly they told the voice actors, don't try to sound like a cat at all. Just say "nya" like a human. Yeah, it has to be intentional. So you've played this? It has to be intentional. Like, you heard this guy. It's so good. Yeah. This is the best one yet, honestly. Because most of them had been like female voices. And they're still kind of cutesy, like, yeah. But it has to be intentional. This guy was definitely intentional. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, he has a few. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I love it. So I'm hoping there's a story reason. Like later we find out that a bunch of humans got turned into cats.
猫ちゃんかわいいですね
Kitty cat is so cute. We haven't learned anything Japanese wise, I'm sorry, so let's get some stuff in. Let's just some onomatopoeia if you haven't already, and some katakana practice. This is nya. Nya is gonna be meow, right? Onomatopoeia for cats. If you want the Japanese, it would be the. If you want the dog, that'd be one. It's woof, right? She's calling him Nickel-chan. It's really just nickel. You guys probably already know this word. That's a common word. Oh, hello. Cat. We're gonna put what's called furigana above this, so it's the hiragana above the kanji to help readers who haven't learned the kanji. This is used often inside Japan for, say, like 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds. They've already learned their hiragana but haven't learned kanji yet. They'll do this all the way up until they've learned all of their kanji. In junior high, they'll still be using this for like less common kanji. Maybe some manga and lots of hiragana. Yeah. And then eventually you graduate, you try to graduate to without. Yeah. あのひげ、俺たちを、肩代わりにしやがって。ん？え？何の？ I don't know if I don't remember the guy that we're chasing has a beard. Maybe he does. But he says, I thought I was gonna die. That guy with a beard. He's just calling him that beard, but like, yeah. It's one of those things where you kind of nickname people based on your first impressions. Used us as a shield. 俺が魔物に襲われてる隙間に北の、雪原へ向かい上がったか、畜生。Yeah, so he waited until monsters were attacking me to slip on past to the northern. Wow, okay, so he's not even fighting. He's using other people to get attacked in his stead so he can make it through places. What a jerk. Why? Okay, so I think what's happened is they're using these are the same monsters as before, but I think their attack patterns have changed because I keep underestimating them repeatedly. I can only imagine that means the patterns have changed. Like they're faster, which is fine. I think my brain memorized the pattern and expecting it to be easier. Oh, I didn't realize shields could stun like that. Good to know. Yeah. That's a good phrase. Bunkobon. Hold up. Current final bosses do verbs that are verbs. I plan to write out a flowchart. Nah, just you know what you should Spectrum. All you need to do is practice conjugating. Practice conjugating different verbs based, and of course that would be based on whether it's u or do, and then you'll memorize them after a while. Because, like, for example, if for any reason I forget whether a verb is an u verb or a do verb, or ichidan doshi, godan doshi, if you're learned that way, I'll just switch it from casual to formal, and that gives you your hint, right? Because so I don't know. I'm trying to think of. The taberu is obviously a do verb, so I'll be like, okay, taberu, tabemasu. Okay, that's a do verb, because otherwise it'd be taberimasu, which it's not, and I know that. And then I can conjugate the other way that I wanted to, whatever the other conjugation is. But then, what's a common, shiru, so to know, that's a do verb that ends in do. Like, okay, so is it, so shiru, is it shimasu or shirimasu? It's shirimasu. Oh, okay, that's an do verb, okay. Bunkobon. I feel like all the manga I find these days are bunkobon, so you can easily ignore the hiragana if you want to. It's so small and hard to read anyway. Oh no. Hints on what makes it a true do verb, even if the hints have exceptions. Yeah, just practice conjugating each verb. Either way, you want to just always be practicing conjugating all of these verbs so that it just comes naturally eventually. And if you run into a new verb that ends in do, then yeah, you'll just have to learn it, and then like look it up or ask if you learn it from like the person you're talking to. Just be like, hey, what would be the formal way? And if you just learned shiru, like, okay, so can I ask, would the formal be shirimasu or shimasu? And then they say shirimasu, you're like, okay, it's an verb, right? And then practice it that way. Easy. For my conjugation arc with Boom Pro, I'm not doing... Oh, Boom Pro. Is that what I said earlier? Oh, yeah, that came in earlier. I promise we're gonna do some Japanese learning here soon. We got a lot of
新しい洞窟ですか。未知を探検する。まさに冒険家の本分を発揮する時ですね。
Okay. We'll learn a few words from what she said, yeah? Let's learn a few words. She said dokutsu, which is what we're in right now. It's a cave. She said tankensuru. This is going to be to explore. So here's some good words for you, yeah? If you're watching it on... Can I do this? Oh, I can't. I cannot. What the heck? Why not? Wrong button. Watching in vertical. Fortunately, the notes are on the bottom, which I thought would be great, but they put the comments right over it. I don't know if there's a way to pull down the comments, or I have no idea. I do find it ironic that I told Lily at the beginning of this conversation that I don't usually have problems keeping up with chat, and I'm having problems today. So thank you. Like I told Lily earlier, that's a great problem to have. I do have a break coming up soon. Oh, yeah, still a few scenes that I need to put on vertical. Just remembered some more. I thought I was done. I was far from done. But what was I gonna say? Oh, break coming up soon. Which, if you are, even if you're not subbed or anything, you won't miss anything because we take breaks for our break. I take a break for our break. There's a Be Right Back screen which has music from my beautiful wife. It's a lot of fun. Or sometimes you get to see a little snippet of Hiragana Hero, which also has music from my wife. But yeah, that's kind of in a sec. Well, here, I'll snooze it for a second. Let me catch up with chat, and then we'll do our quick break. Common parallel is a good way to detect it, yeah. ABC, always be conjugating. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't, like, I know you said, like, put a flow chart like that. honestly, that will be more work. Just one by one. Eventually, you'll get it. Just keep practicing conjugating. I'm some Boom Pro, but I just ran into an entire block of all the polite grammar, and I had to halt progress for 2 days. Oh no. Now, is it polite or? I don't think any of these programs are teaching actual Keigo, right? Once you get to like Heikei itashimasu, things like that. Slow down, learn to do many reviews. Yeah. Oh, is it like Wanikani? Yeah, guys. With, I don't know, Wanikani, I guess Boom Pro, Anki, always prioritize review to learn. So one of my favorite ways to do Anki, I might prefer it as Anki, but even if you don't use Anki, I would recommend this advice. So, my favorite way to set up my Anki is, say I want to study 50 words a day, and whatever number that is for you, that's fine. Make it doable. Make it so that you can always do this number even on the worst day. If you feel sick or whatever. That's what I recommend, but let's say that number for me is 50. There's a setting on Anki to where I can make it 50, and new words will only pop up if I have less than 50 review words. Let's say I set it to where I learn 10 new words a day, technically, but I have a max of 50 reviews a day, and so if I have 50, I'll have 0 new learning words. If I have 45, I'll learn 5 new words. I very much like to do that, and maybe if that's always tended to be review, then maybe I'll do a few new ones on the weekend. But what I want to say is prioritize review, because otherwise you're wasting your time. Because if you learn too many new ones and don't review them enough, you're just losing them. You need to master it, or you need to take it to the end. What I'm trying to say. Or you're wasting your time with a bunch of new words that you've forgotten and can't actually use in your vocabulary. Definitely, if there's, you don't have to go as far as me to where you don't do any new ones if you have a lot of review, but definitely make it a few new ones if you have a lot of review to do. Session in the morning, one at night to keep the review size. That's a great great strategy. Yeah, one in the morning, one at night. Not necessarily finished every time. Yeah, personally, and maybe this isn't necessarily for everyone, but I know you can't do that with some of these. It's just me, or have I already gone everywhere in this cave? I thought this was the way we're supposed to go, is it not? There's nothing, unless I can blow this up. Even if I can't blow up, it means something. But yeah, I would have a size always that's manageable, that you always finish every day. But yeah, nasaru, nasatte kudasai. It would be nasatte, not nasaide. No, nasatte kudasai. Irasharu. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's Keigo. Fair enough. The flowchart probably will help my brain, because the way I think, I still have to polish off rules for good, new, and stuff. I mean, yeah, do what works for you. I'm a nerd too. I think that, yeah. Just make sure to practice. And until you go under the threshold, and it's less and more learns. Exactly, yeah. I don't know if you can do that with Boom Pro and other ones, but definitely, yeah. I think Wanikani, it gets out of hand. Cause I did try it. I'd already known the kanji by the time I tried it. I was trying out the free version because I was wondering what everybody was saying about it. And one thing I noticed is, even though I'm not getting any wrong because it's all review for me, well, I was getting some wrong, I'm sure. Especially I get wrong their weird names for Bushu. But, well, here we go, I haven't been this way. But even then, there's just so many new ones. I was like, this is tiring. if I was actually learning these, I wouldn't, you know. But yeah, slow down your new ones if you have a lot of review. Definitely focus on those first. Those are always the priority. Okay, I do need to take that break here soon. Yeah, I'm holding the fraction a bit. Yeah, and honestly asking, I don't know what, you're doing that in Boom Pro? Now, are they actually explaining the situations? Because learning Keigo it's not just random words. It's very important that you understand the difference of like inner circles and outer circles, and the difference of Son Keigo and Kenjogo, so respectful Keigo versus humble Keigo. So like Nasaru is respectful Keigo because you're referring to the other person, so you're putting them up on the pedestal. But for the same word, but for humble, you'd say itasu. So it's something that I do. I use a lowering verb, so itasu, itashimasu, nani nani itashimasu. Or something you do, and I'm being respectful, and I say nasatte kudasai. Completely different word, right? And that may be a bit much for certain learners. Not certain learners. If you haven't already gotten a really good hold on the other two main forms of Japanese, which is the polite and not necessarily Keigo, but Deshimasu form. Like Kani Boom Pro learning is a separate flow from reviewing, so it can be tricky to keep that. Yeah, for sure. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take my break. I'm gonna see how that works on vertical mode. If any of you guys are watching on phone and had it set to vertical mode, let me know what you like or dislike about the orientation. I can tweak it because I kind of rush made it yesterday. So, one thing I already know, it doesn't have transitions, so you're just gonna see my face during that, so that's fun. See you soon.
の向こうから聞こえてきたあの子が割ってるねきっと音楽やってるからじゃないまた通って肩を落として口をすぼめながらドアの方を少し睨む私だって好きでこれやってるんじゃないんだわって思いながらねどうしたら普通になれるの私だってみんなみたいになりたいよいくら考えてもわからない Tell me そんな目で見ないでよ変わり者って言いたいんでしょ十分わかってるってば Tell me I know I'm an other boy この世で一番の普通でいたいのにものすごい勢いで成長していく私の個性また通って先生たちは眉間にシワを寄せながら左に向いてた私を右に直す好きな人に恥ずかしいところまた見せちゃったって思いながらねなんで私は普通じゃないの私とみんなは何が違うの誰か私に教えてよ Tell me 誰が愛してくれるのこ
Have you always wanted to learn Japanese, but you're not sure where to start? Introducing Keen Reflex's Hiragana Hero. Learn. Okay. I'm looking at the transition.
Yes.
Yeah, that's worse. I made it worse. It's all stretched out. I was hoping it would just cut it off and be to the left or right side. Okay, I'm looking at. I just set up, for those of you guys who don't know what I'm talking about. I just set up the dual. What's it called? Dual format for Twitch. So there's 2 different formats you can watch it in. I need to set up the canvas for both of those. I'm looking at the Stinger transitions. Hey, it's a lot of stuff to do. Remember, as grammar breakdowns for each grammar card you get. What? Do not. Don't even. I have a 2-star drop rate. Don't do it. Okay, maybe I will. You know what? I'm gonna equip this. There's an accessory I recently got that I didn't want to, but I'm gonna. I don't get to float anymore. But this accessory allows me to get hit once without breaking my thing. Where did I come from? This way or the other way? Oh, the other way. There we go. Yeah, lots of different examples for each card. They also provide lots of links to other sources. I have some formal language education on the go, where I learned a bit more of the culture. Well, that's good. Yeah, so I think one of the biggest things that my teachers taught me back in the college days was like it's a really good. They use the example of this is tough, but so a customer calls. A customer calls your business and they ask for your boss, right? So let's see. Hold up. Okay, let's go. Let me double check before I. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So, first of all, to exist, to be, in the regular Japanese, irimasu, imasu, not irimasu. That's actually a good point of what Spectrum was saying. Imasu is just to be, right? So if I were to call your house and your mom answered, it might say, Ashi-san, imasu ka? Right? If it were your friend, I might say Ashi-san iru, right? Now, let's say I'm gonna use my name from now on, but let's just say I'm the boss. I can use my name, and a customer calls the company, and they're going to say,
Yes.
They're going to say to you, Keen-sama, irasshaimasu ka? So irasharu is going to be the sonkeigo, the respectful one, right? Okay. And then you would respond. So they're Keen, in this case, the boss, is outside of their circle. They're to be respected. Now, from the employee's perspective, same circle. Their boss is their team, so they would say orimasu. It's the humble version, right? Okay. Now, within the team, you're searching for your boss, right? and you ask a teammate where your boss is. Now even though your boss was in your inner circle a second ago, now we're already in our inner circle. We're talking to another person, and they are at the top of this inner circle. So we would say, Keen-san, irashaimasu ka? Doko ni irashaimasu ka? Right? So it changes depending on the concept, on the context. Okay. Now, a different example. Your boss's, Keen's wife, your boss's wife calls. She's gonna say, because that is a tighter circle, that is their family. So she's gonna say, Keen-san. She might even say, Keen-san iru? But she would say, if she wanted to be polite, Keen-san orimasu ka? It's still your same boss, but now the other person who's talking is different. And you would say, irashaimasu, because the family circle is tighter. That's how confusing the culture can be. But I hope that made sense. I was explaining that not to make it confusing. That was actually trying to hopefully clear it up. But if you find that confusing, then yeah. I tell people I have a minor in Japanese, and they're surprised to know how little that actually covers. Figure on points like this. I don't need to learn it all at once. Exactly, yes. That's what I mean. You should learn this all at once. I hated learning that all at the same time, but I get it now. Yeah, so that phone call situation, that helps a lot with understanding inner circles when you should be using humble and humble versus respectful. Donkeigo versus Kinjogo. We haven't gotten, what time is it? Oh, we still have time. We haven't gotten any, haven't really gotten any storyline. And we really need to get a translation challenge done before 4:10. Oh, probably that. The dungeons, like the monster difficulty, just suddenly jumped up a lot, and I like it. Oh, did I get a buff? He says that when I get a buff. I think I got everything on that floor. We have maps? Do. If I missed that much, it's probably... Well, I don't know. Can I go back? Well, I would just hate it for it to be actually part of the puzzle that would go through here. If I could get, I like the arrows, but if I could get a buff that... If I could get a buff that allows me to... or gives more arrow drops when I kill things with arrows, that'd be nice. The arrows run out so fast. Okay, is that a point instead end? I don't think even blowing that up would even matter, even if it did blow up. I don't see anything over there. Yeah, we practice that phone situation a lot. Like, not just when we're just told it. Like, the teacher would role play a lot. Whether with other people or just by yourself, kind of in your head, in your room, whatever. Role playing is a great way to practice. There's I did a lot of role playing in my classes. That doesn't mean that you have to like go full on acting, but just like set up a situation. Be like, okay, I'm at the doctor's office. I need to check myself in. What do I do? And if you're by yourself, just play both roles. You know, imagine what they would say. Just thinking about it, you don't have to be right. If you're worried that you're not right about something that you're guessing is the right way to say it, you can look it up. But that gives you this, doing the role play gives you that that opportunity to be like, oh, I need to look this up. I wouldn't have known how to say this, right? Otherwise, it gives you the opportunity to think about how to say it, and maybe you could figure it out without. That's fine. I think that's one advantage, other than my tendency to be obsessed with things, and just, I think, natural ability to absorb specifically language-related stuff, but was that I tend to always imagine situations in my head anyway. I don't know what, like, not for language practice, just because I'm weird. Like, I would. I legitimately remember just like a random time I'm walking down and I see just like a balcony, and I imagine somebody suddenly gets knocked back and is about to fall off the balcony. What do I do? I don't know why. And that's not even training, that's just like, oh, and what would I say to the person? Because I'm in Japan, so what would I say? Do I call the cops? How do I explain what's going on? And I imagine them going through the steps of how to catch this person, or, you know. Charging shot. 弓のチャージが溜まるたび、地震の近くの敵に向かって矢が放たれる。どういうこと？ So, just by charging it, it automatically sends an arrow flying at somebody nearby? Kind of what that sounds like?
この魔石ならもっといろいろなことができそうですね。
Yeah, that sounds... I'm gonna try this out. But also I'm a little confused because it's a dead end. I went all the way back for no reason, because this was already a dead end anyway. I think it is, yeah. It's all a big dead end. I want to try that out. Where are those things again? I don't think it's... That's actually less weapons than I thought. We already have almost all of them. Oh. Where is it? What are they called? Oh, yeah, it's Maseki, of course. I want to try this charge shot, but... I have enough? Hold up. I don't have anything equipped? What's going on? Each of them has their own separate cost thing. I didn't know that. I thought we had 20 total. I think people roleplay in VR chat with me. Yeah. I didn't realize I can set up one for every weapon. So many to choose from. What's this? Oh, whoa, I like that. Let's go. Finisher? No, I like this one. When you do your charge attack, it adds a jump attack to it. I want to see what that is. How it goes. Yeah, I put all of my points into boomerang thinking, yeah, I love the boomerang, I'm gonna do all boomerang. I had no idea that, like... Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so now I want to try out this because I want to see what they meant by the charge. Well, I guess I cancel. Nope, and it still shot an arrow. Dang it! I jumped to cancel, but I still had X held down. By the time he was done jumping, and I let go of X. He shot it anyway. Okay, let's see what this charging means. Oh yeah, it automatically shot an arrow back at him when I was done charging, which wasn't the one I was. Oh, didn't it say jump? I saw two waves. Is this not Hitsatsawazwa? I think it just adds an extra attack. It said Tobu. Okay, well, going back again. Hello, I don't remember you being there.
あなたは最高の冒険家です。
Okay, now they're dropping Magicite, so it's good. We gotta drop 3 bonus, now I'm really scared. Don't get hit. Yeah, I think that's I do have the accessory on now though, where I can go once without. Okay, done that. This is a dead end though. There's literally, unless, yeah, that doesn't. All there is here. Isn't this the storyline? Am I wrong? Am I not supposed to be in here? Huh. 어떡해. They always have one of these.
落ち着いていますね。
You
もう
almost
ここで
ruined
は
my
何も見つからないと
3-point
思いますが。
They always have one guy right outside of these entrances. So mean. No, the flag is not there. We're not in the right place for storyline. We got a lot of cool stuff, but that's not the right place. Okay. まあまあまあ。
風が吹いている。もしかすると奥に出口があるのかも。
Oh no! So close. That's so dangerous. What the heck? Oh, is that a boost? Is that what that is? I'm excited that at least the basics of this this dual format is working. I need to work on some scenes and the transition. It's basically working.
ましたよ。
やこいつの中身はと。
これだけツールがあればいい道具も買えそうです。
Better not bum rush me.
やおっとだ
No. Wrong angle. A 46 chain. They're dropping so much money.
カイフリードが派遣した兵士たちは一人も戻ってきませんでした。
Oh.
この若者のように。
Oh no. I just realized, so I saw that these guys were like yelling about this Kaifried guy, using them as shields and whatnot. I forgot that he actually, I thought they were just random people that were around. He hired them specifically for this mission, used them as meat shields, and ran away, left like this one dead.
北の白狼はここから北西にある洞窟を抜けた先だと聞いています。この辺りはウルブ族のテリトリーです。用心しながら洞窟を目指しましょう。
Okay. So we need to get past here. Wow, there's more and more dead soldiers. Terrible person. Now that we have a teleport point though, we can teleport. Yeah, I want to go. We had a lot of money, and I don't remember if we had stuff that we could buy that we needed to save up for or not. But because of our 46 chain, we got a lot of good stuff. We got a lot of money and actually a decent amount of magicite as well. Let's get some magicite shards. Let's get some magicite. Wonder what all these are. This is random, which random is fine because it eventually levels up as it goes. I got level 2 right now. Cat theme here too.
新しい魔石をいただきました。
Okay. So only 3 new. Critical damage up for bombs. Weapon shift, huh? Does it switch weapons after using it? What is weapon shift? For the spear, critical damage up on the bow. Not bad. Make one more because we got some came back because they were repeats.
新しい魔石をいただきました。
Soul laser, huh? Okay. We got an attack for when we run out of bows or arrows. Oh. I was gonna say, I was halfway through reading this, I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. Why would it be so strong? I'll read it to you. So, when you're out of arrows in the bow, your regular attack becomes a ray of light that has 150% more damage, or 50% more damage. Instead of arrows, it costs 1 HP. Oh. Stronger but kills you. Gotcha. Stronger and doesn't need ammo, but kills you. I was curious about this one. What is this? What are we looking at the Meiji? Ah, okay. So, of the 2 weapons you have equipped, after you use this one, if you switch it, then that one will be stronger for a little bit. I'm not going to equip the soul laser, that's kind of ridiculous. Kind of funny. Is there anything I want to change for this one? much is this? Yeah. I'd love to have this one, but yeah, we just don't have the cost. Oh, right? I was like, wait, why is it stronger when we're out of ammo? Oh. I can use it 5 times and then I'm dead. Let's see. Well, this only cost money? Well then, yeah. Is that all it
化石を入れ
costs
る箱が
every
大
time?
きくなったようです。
Well, yeah, okay.
Yo.
That box gives me to where I can hold. I now have 25 cost, so I can equip that. Okay, this just raises the overall attack power of the boomerang, which I use a lot, so let's do that. Okay. And I successfully spent my money like I intended to do as well.
Yo. Yo.
Go to the regular store though, see if there's anything else I could have bought. Oh yeah, no, just arrows and bombs and healing potions, but come on. Oh well, I also already have healing potions. How many arrows can we hold? Oh, I was looking at the wrong number. Okay. Nice! Let's try and keep our combo, keep getting more, because when we have this high drop rate, okay, I was worried about the fact that I haven't seen anybody. Hold up. I'm not seeing anything on YouTube chat, but somebody just said hato. Oh my god. I have this. I'm sorry guys on YouTube. Kenin-san, I'm sorry. Greens. Thank you for the... Okay. I already copied this into the thing. Why wasn't it showing on my... I was wondering why nobody was... Well, not wondering. It happens sometimes where I don't have anybody on YouTube. I don't know why it wasn't... Okay, I redid the link. I can say, okay, thank you for the pigeons. You didn't hear the hot though? You... Okay, that's a good point. Thank you for letting me know. That's right. How would I do that? So Greens, I had to also, this is, I don't know, I guess you've missed a few of them, but this is The Adventures of Elliot, which is a very cool game that's kind of like, gameplay is kind of like classic Zelda. Storyline seems to be a lot like Chrono Trigger, so I'm really liking it. Let's see, for example, the pigeon one, Hato. How would I make sure that this... and output. Well, how does that work? I guess I'd want it to be the mix it up overlay. Do that. And then, are you guys talking about pigeons? Yeah, it's because, so the new thing, I set up the dual formatting, which I actually want to ask you about, Greens, if I'm able to do that on YouTube. But to do that, so when it does that, it's hard to explain, but for the main canvas and the virtual canvas, up until now I've had it to where everything, every sound that I make, every sound source, audio source, I make it only monitor, meaning I hear it, you guys don't hear it. But then I have one single source that says, everything on my desktop audio that I hear, you guys hear. And that's how I've done it. There are certain reasons for doing it. But if I do that, it doubles every sound that I have on the main and the vertical canvas, because I don't actually hear both, but for some reason it seems to double it, and I don't know why. So things like that, I still don't know how to fix. We're gonna... Give me a second. Mix it up. Well, it should be right here. Okay, let's try Hato one more time. I'm gonna do it here. Tell me if you hear it. Oh, I didn't even hear it. Oh, there it is. Did you hear it? Okay. あとね、ハトってちょっとうちはネタみたいな。なぜかグリーンズの友達がよく配信に入るとピジョンって言うんだけど、こっちが来るときもこっちは日本語勉強するための配信だからピジョンじゃなくてハトって言うんだけど、それをいつも言うからオーディオをつけたわけ。今はうまく発動していない。後で直す。俺の聞こえるみたい。いや、聞こえなかった。I'm here! The keyword, yeah. Hi Skyden, how's it going? You made it! Yeah, our boomerang's to the first floor now, so that's good. I wonder if these... I've seen these a few times. I wonder if these... If you put a bomb in there, does that do anything? No, okay. Maybe it's a different one. Doing good, just saw your streaming, so I wanted to stop in. Well, thank you, I appreciate it, Adam. How was life? I'm excited today because I set up, I spent a good... Oh, there's another cat. I love the cats. Spent a good, probably 2-3 hours setting up dual formatting. Just... I had to reset a lot of settings. But I'm excited to have that. I think when I get it all prettied up, it'll be really nice for those looking on the phone. Excuse me. Anything new with you, Skyden? Yeah. So if you're watching on the phone, instead of having me here and the game over there, I'd be here, game would be below, and then below that is the chat, or the vocab and whatever we've learned, which, ironically, we haven't learned much this stream, so I haven't been able to use it. But yeah. You ready for really bad cat voice acting? Intentionally bad cat voice acting that I love? I'm 100% sure it's intentional. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just finished learning to count at least to 100. Started practicing reciting numbers while I was dealing poker and counting. That's a great idea. So when I was first learning Japanese as well, I happened to... Well, I was a pizza delivery driver at Papa John's, right? And we always had to do, for example, I think, was it like, depending on the day, we'd have to fold like 25 or 50 boxes before our shift was over. And so I would do things like I would count in Japanese, fold it, ichi, ni, right? That was one of the main ways I practiced counting. But anything I did that had numbers, I would count in Japanese and whatnot. Ken here is a pigeon. Ken-san wa hatta datta no ka. Greens, I don't, it's not set up on YouTube. I don't know how to do that yet. On the YouTube side. I have it to where there's two. So yeah, I figured Greens, you'd be the one that'd be most excited for that format of all the viewers. But you'll have to tell me how to actually set that up on the YouTube side. Because the only thing I see on the YouTube platform on the desktop is an automatic one. It doesn't give me the choice to use my vertical setup. Perfect, that's what all counts sound like, yeah. Yeah. I love it. But that's great that you're learning, that you're practicing your counting. I thought I was gonna lose my... What combo I'm at? I'm at 52 chain. I do not want to break that. It'll break eventually. I'll have to get over it.
誰もいないようですね。廃屋になってから久しいのかもしれません。
Doesn't seem like there's anybody here. Oh, that means that you guys probably couldn't hear, watashi ga kita. Yeah. It does help when I can do it while doing something unconsciously, so just going each and you know, repeatedly. And people's random bets really helps with not practicing the same number. Yeah. For sure. I liked programming little games on my calculator, my T83 Plus, and I made just a little. It was like a random number generator. I think I kept it at the time. This was a little bit later in my studies. Why did I make this? I think, yeah, just for practice for saying them, because like even the bigger numbers, just saying them in Japanese, even when you're pretty good at Japanese, even now, like doing this job, I've finally gotten a lot better at it, but like listening to and saying numbers really fast, because you're technically exercising like two parts of your brain, like the math part of your brain and the language part, it can be tough. So like doing even simple math problems in Japanese can sometimes throw me off. So like when I'm talking to my wife about like finances or whatever, sometimes I'm like, oh, wait. No, he almost got me. I don't know his patterns. This is a new monster. But anyways, I use that random generator, but you don't need to because you're a dealer, so you got that that random stuff automatically. That's great. Definitely good. I like that.あの野郎、人をこき使いやがって、俺はもう抜けだ。あ？あいつがどこに行ったかって、ここから、西に進んでいったよ。That jerk's just using us like tools. I was tired of him, so I left. What? Where did he go? He went to the west.
やめてください。爆弾を使えばもしかすると。
何が出るかな？
何が出るかな？
これだけツールがあればいい道具も買えそうです。
Hold up, when Maxim did the song, everybody was able to hear that, weren't they? Why would that be hearable and not the Hato? I'm wondering. It's in OBS settings, but you're using a different program now, right? So what would I do in the OBS settings? Because well, I'm just using, I don't know how it's pronounced, AITUM, AITUM, so that I have both vertical and I can set it up to where it sends to YouTube. But do I put is there like a second stream key for vertical or something? How would I make it to where it sends my vertical to the vertical part of YouTube? Is this the Elliot game? This is Elliot. This is the Elliot game. Still the demo, believe it or not. Oh, we actually got him. Let's go. Yeah, I keep forgetting this is still the demo. Like, what the heck? Uh-oh. You got this guy shoots lasers, doesn't he? Look at that. There's so much stuff other than the main storyline already, it's crazy. It only helps with all my friends are into anime as well as just explaining something to them helps me understand it. Like when I was talking about 4 and 7 having 2 different pronunciations. Yeah. Yeah, it's in a way useful that they have different pronunciations sometimes. Cause like for example, I'm a medical interpreter, and so I have to deal with a lot of numbers sometimes. And like if somebody's giving me a credit card number or their phone number or whatever. I'm thinking actually more usually dates is when I would double check something, because they might say. I'm trying to think of an example. But sometimes if they say shichi over the phone, shichi can sound a lot like ichi. Especially when spoken fast. And so when I clarify, I'd be like, did you say shichi like nana? Of course I'd say that in Japanese, but no! I almost lost it. I forgot that those guys, you just want to back away. I don't know what this guy does. Glad I had my shield out. He's still alive. Oh, he was hurt. Okay, I forgot. I do have that accessory on, so I got hit once, and it was still okay. But if I get hit again, I lose it. Kind of crazy, so I keep my 61 chain. But that never refills. Like, it's next time I get hit, I will lose it. So yeah, that can be useful. I thought it was Elliot game. Title said, that's so weird. Why? I set it up with the... Okay. No, it is not. That's a game we played a long time ago that has been on my YouTube, thing for a long... On my YouTube, I set up the stream, and then we didn't play it, and I deleted it, but it's still always there. And I think I used that for the stream key somehow. Oh, you don't use vertical greens? I thought you did. Hi, Otaku-san. Yeah, help me. How would I have it set up now where I have dual formatting on Twitch, because a certain amount of affiliates were allowed to use the new feature for them. But I know it's been a feature on YouTube. I already have the stuff set up to do it. I just need to figure out how to connect to the vertical part. How to connect my vertical on OBS to vertical on YouTube. How to do. But yeah, that's so weird that it says it's that game, but it 100% is not. So it didn't use the new stream that I made.
Yes.
Yeah, why did it... Okay, let's just edit that now, I guess. Give me a second. Don't know why it used that one. In fact, it didn't automatically... But anyway, don't worry about it. Okay,
Yes.
I'm editing it now. Thank you for letting me know. I was wondering why you're asking if this is a new game. There. There's Dre. Yes, Dre Otaku. If it's hard to explain it right here on the stream, that's fine, but I would love to know if you even know. Dragon Pillar. This isn't even the main... That's crazy. Like, this is a side dungeon.
こちらではないようです。道に迷ってしまったのでしょうか。
It's not this way. Are you lost?
Yo. Yo.
Well, I think she said maybe we got lost. It's probably how another way to translate
滑ら
that.
ないように気をつけてください。
Yeah, careful not to slip, she says after I slide all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh. The otaku god himself. Invite. Oh, it's invite only. Okay, well, that's lame. Yeah, it's invite only on Twitch, but I thought it'd been longer on YouTube long enough for it to be. I always have to do 2 streams, so I could make 2 streams and just put in the stream keys of each in my OBS. Is that what you're saying? Because I have a multi-stream add-on on my OBS now, as long as my computer can handle it, I can put as many as I want. But I don't understand how YouTube stream keys work. I forget. Do I have to... It's a stream key for every stream? Okay, it looks like I can't do anything here yet. That's what you do, okay. So we'll just crop your... Yeah, there's an automatic one that sucks. It's stupid, so I don't use it. Okay. Oh, so you weren't invited either? I thought you were invited. Is that eventually gonna be a for everybody thing? I'll think about. What do you think? Well, you obviously think it's worth it because you do it. Is that worth it? Is what I'm trying to think. There's gonna be 2 different streams. I'd probably want the vertical to not save afterwards, because that's just weird to have. I don't know. I don't know. But so one thing I know about vertical though. I swore that changed to vertical. Doesn't it show up in like the shorts feed sometimes? Like on TikTok? Yeah, I can understand that she says is, please, I got a better listening. He speaks, I should translate some more stuff. I'm usually fighting when she's talking. I'm not She's, you can see it in the bottom left too, for help. This literally, literally, it's now. What she's saying is, now is the time to let go, to shoot it. I'm not sure. It does show up in the short speed, but the audience in the short feed is special, really? Oh, I don't know if I like that. Oh, and it's gonna be it's gonna be a 3rd chat for me, isn't it? We'll just assume I can read quickly or at a decent pace. No, I'm just saying it might be a little helpful. I know, I know, like, for my wife, she doesn't really... She can more than she says she can, but she doesn't really... she's not interested in learning English. And it's really tough for her to watch, like, a movie or something in English, but if she has English subtitles, it helps a little bit. Like, even if she can't read it all that fast. Much better than nothing. That's the point. I know you're just being silly, but... bunch of Zoom brain children usually. I get more views and subs from it. The reach is great, but the audience is awful. Huh. Gotcha. That's actually good information to know, thank you. Do you save your... What, does the vertical version automatically save? I don't even know the answer to that question. And if so, do you set it to save? Like, so you basically have two versions of every stream? A lot of things on YouTube, I'm like a perfectionist in a lot of ways, and so a lot of things on YouTube, and just like SNS in general, or social media sites in general, feels icky to me to not be like perfectly organized. Have duplicates of things, and but it's actually the way to be, apparently.
なんて綺麗な眺めなんでしょう。心が洗われます。
Like, my cat is telling me that when there's... I forget the shield button for a second. Oh, I had like a 70 chain. I hate it so much. I mean, I can't watch movies without subtitles. In English, yeah, I need the subtitles too lately too. In any language. You save it all? Okay. Doesn't bring I read that. Third chat. This stream's first YouTube and never got invited. Not certain if it will be available for all or not. Huh. So I could have sworn I copied the stream key from the one that the stream that I made for today. And for some reason instead it used the old one from like a good half a year ago that I could never delete. I don't get it. Perhaps as much as I want to learn Japanese, sometimes I just can't be bothered to try. I'll admit, if I had subtitles on, I'd probably start recognizing the kana part faster. Yeah. As much exposure as you can get to all of the different elements. Kimete kudasai!
うまくしのいでますね。
Well, I think before I even attempt to put it on YouTube, the vertical, I will refine my actual vertical scenes because there's a lot of stuff that's not.
お父様は北の白狼の入り口を封じて
I have it all on my phone
二
right
度と
now
人
so that
が
I
立
can
ち入れない
check
ように
it.
しました。
こいつの中身は
だから
And
カイ
I
ブリードは
realized that I missed
この時代
certain
に来たので
scenes,
しょう。
like the trailer just shows black because I forgot to add a vertical scene for that. Freezing bomb, that's nice. If they touch the bomb, I'm assuming even before it explodes, they freeze, and then they have to get hit by it. That's kind of cool. Wrong one, Magicite. Should have enough for that, yeah. Let's go. Let's do bombs for a little bit. I got that 15% chance for them to drop bombs thing, so might not run out. See something online did recommend me to listen to Japanese podcasts. I get used to listening to just the cadence of speech and it completely not onto me. over-exaggerated way. Podcast is a good idea, regardless of where you get it from. I agree with that advice. Podcasts, there's a lot of Japanese TV that's just a bunch of famous people, usually comedians, just like talking about random stuff, and it is very entertaining. My explanation didn't make it sound entertaining, but trust me, it's entertaining.
Yeah.
But also, like you said, yeah, anime's still good.
Yeah.
It's not going to be counterproductive for your learning. But yeah, you need to get used to the actual cadence of people speaking normally. Like, imagine like a Japanese learning English solely through like Donald and Goofy, right? Like, that's fun. It's not good. Well, I don't know about Donald. I don't know about it, but that's not like detrimental to your English learning. But it's gonna be, you need to be hearing normal as well. Need regular shorts that are quality. I think there would be a benefit to do vertical streams on YouTube. My 2 cents. Oh, did Otaku-san just compliment the quality of my shorts? Thank you. I 100% appreciate your 2 cents. They actually mean a lot to me. I mean, like, your opinion means a lot to me, so thank you. Even if your opinion had been, I think you shouldn't do it, your shorts suck, that opinion would still mean a lot to me because you know what you're talking about. So thank you. I will look into it, probably not immediately. Well, as in, I just want to make my verticals better quality before I do it, that's all. Which I will do. Probably today during between calls at work. What's great about my current job is I have to be at the computer with my headphones on because the calls, they'll just go beep and then I'm on the call. Okay? So I have to be ready. But that being said, I'm in front of my computer all day, and there is gaps between calls, sometimes as long as like 20 minutes. Usually it's closer to like 30 seconds. But, sometimes there's no call, and so that time I could be like working on OBS, doing other stuff. Once I finally got a system. Hey, okay. I love it. Yeah, frozen. I think once again we're veering from the actual. Wow, that is a strategy for. I put my shield on, but I was facing the wrong way. Oh, I forgot though. I have the accessory. I can get hit once, and that actually does reset every time the drop bonus goes up. But once I get to 2, it'll actually reset. Oh, that's nice. Just one time though. Resets one time. Hydrate, thank you. Well, you know what? I got Okay, give me a second on that. Did you guys hear that, by the way? I need to know about things being heard because I need to fix audio for everything. Hydrate. I have my breakfast milk.
Yes.
What's it called? Like the powder that has all the nutrients. Or I have my energy for the day. Which actually I try to avoid these because they're addictive. I'm very addicted to them when I do. And the crash out later actually is not the greatest, but it'll last me about 8 hours. Yeah, like the protein powder, but not just the ones for working out, but the ones that are, I forget the exact brand, but it's specifically like for skipping breakfast. It's like a replacement for breakfast. Yeah. You couldn't hear it. Okay, well, gotta fix that too. But thank you so much. I really will. Green Slate time 4. The optional lesson fee of $3. I really appreciate it. All of the financial contribution to the stream basically goes into making my next game, or sometimes to buy games like this for the stream. All goes back into the stream, so I really appreciate that, especially if I am, teaching Japanese and whatnot, or free otherwise. but is
Yeah.
100% optional, not required by anybody. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. Hontoni arigatou. Yeah. But yeah, and thank you for the hydrate. Hydrate with monster.
Yo. Yo.
Okay, last dead guy before the... Now, if we... Guidance, thank you for the sub, arigato. Is it the first sub? Thank you. I think monster is what I wanted you to hydrate with. I know. I'm so sorry. You know what? We're gonna take a break here soon. I'll come back with the water. Because you hit the hydrate, I will go get myself a bottle of water during the break, okay? Thank you. You can do it. I stopped drinking energy drinks last November. If I can do it, you can't do it. You know what? I did stop. And then 4 days ago, I just so much needed energy. I was not feeling it that day. And I bought a 4-pack. And I've drank one since. This is my last one, again. Good for you, by the way, Green. Stopping. They're no judgment if you drink them,
Yes.
but they're terrible for you. You should consider trying to stop. That being said, delicious. Okay, I'm gonna take a break here soon. Let me go over here, and let me just double check. It should do nothing on the vertical, actually. Yep. I'm just staring at my phone. Yep. Okay. I'm going to take a quick 3-minute break. It's a good chance for you guys to get some water, go to the bathroom, stretch your legs, do all these things you need for self-care. Don't drink a monster. And yeah. There'll be entertainment here if you do have if you are subs. So enjoy my wife's songs and/or advertisement for my game. Still cool. And I'll see you guys in 3 minutes. 3分に聞いていただきます。そこにも行かないでください。ありがとう。ありがとう。
So sit back and just vibe, hit that.
ドアの向こうから聞こえ てきたあの子変わってるねきっと音楽やってるからじゃないまた通って肩を落として口をすぼめながらドアの方を少し睨む私だって好きでこれやってるんじゃないんだわって思いながらねどうしたら普通になれるの私だってみんなみたいになりたいよいくら考えてもわからないそんな目で見ないでよ変わり者って言いたいんでしょ十分わかってるってば Tell me I know I'm an other boy この世で一番の普通でいたいのにものすごい勢いで成長していく私の個性また通って先生たちは眉間にシワを寄せながら左に向いてた私を右に直す好きな人に恥ずかしいところまた見せちゃったって思いながらねなんで私は普通じゃないの私とみんなは何が違うの誰か私に教えてよ Tell me 誰が愛してくれるのこんな
Yeah.
And this is a space for you guys.
I'm looking at the sticker on the phone. It's terrible. Okay. Sorry about the sound on that. It wasn't just YouTube greens. It's in order to basically before I had it to where anything on my desktop audio would automatically play and everything else was just monitor mode. I had to switch so I got rid of the desktop capture and had to then switch everything to be captured, which I've missed some clearly. I thought I got those 3 songs though. I was pretty sure that I did. So oops. Oops. In fact, actually, before I forget, just really quick on I'm gonna go to the honk one really quick, just because I need to be on that page to change the sound. Well, it's the easiest way. I'll be right back. You'll hear like 10 seconds of the song, maybe.
Let's honk! Let's honk, 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 honk! Let's honk!
Why didn't it move?
Let's honk, 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 honk! Let's honk!
It didn't move.
Let's
That was
honk,
weird.
honk, honk, honk!
Oh,
Let's
that's
honk!
oops,
Let's
oops.
honk, 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 honk! 早けりゃ言ってもんじゃないしっかり
I did it on the vertical. Oops.
Let's honk! Let's honk, 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 honk! 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 早けりゃ言ってもんじゃないしっかり
Okay, there we go. I cut it off on your favorite part. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It is a great song. I love Oddball. But that wasn't even supposed to be the one that was playing. Okay, we're gonna play the game. It's already 9:20. Holy crap. Okay. Well, that sound is fixed. You'll hear it next time. Sorry. And oh yeah, I got my water. If I hadn't been going to get my water, I would have noticed. I'm so sorry. But I needed it. It was worth it. I got hydrated. Thank you for that, Skyden. Oh, I forgot to switch to bombs. Okay. I'm assuming Hato doesn't work still. I need to figure so that alert. I need to figure out. I thought I did it to where it would work, but I'm assuming that it still didn't make a sound. They're still not working. Yeah, water's more important than tongue fighting for now. Thank you. I love how if I can hit him with the bomb, then it's gonna freeze them, which guarantees that the bomb is gonna go off while they're still standing on it. It's awesome. Only problem is it's so limited. Even at 15% drop rate, not enough. Okay, we need to get some storyline going, by the way. I think this is where we came from. Because we need to get a translation challenge in before our game ends. Oh yeah, I was already here. Come on. Just walk in. One thing I really don't like about LBS is the settings change for no reason. Well, I had to change it. You're right. Sometimes things do that. This is more of a I had to change everything in order to get the dual thing going. Because if I have both canvases going, my desktop will pick up both audios, and then you guys will hear it twice. To fix that problem, I had to individually switch everything to directly send to you guys. Which is how people usually actually do it. The only reason I had it the other way was so that I could pick up games like League of Legends, which I played once like 3 years ago. But yeah, from now on, I'll have to make sure I should be able to specifically pick up Steam games. Would be the only problem. That's a cool weapon. Can I have that? That's so OP. Very limited in ammo, but so OP. Okay, let's go back to bows. Alright. I'll figure it out. Back from appointment now, but need to lurky lurk. Okay. How was your appointment? Oh, never mind, you're lurking. Did I properly say thank you for the sub, by the way? That's really, it's really awesome, especially to see a new person. So I really appreciate it. Not that people who've already been subbing are any less appreciated, but you know what I mean. Then I show you the monster, and then you're like, oh, take that sub back. These guys aren't healthy. Oh no! Oh, I don't remember bosses drop anything. But if I could keep the drop rate up. Oh no! I forgot. Yeah, that was great. Yep, okay, well. I just wonder if bosses do have a drop, like a... I guess you can't really redo bosses though. I wonder if there'd be like some kind of boss grinding. Oof, this is actually a tough boss. Because like... Oh, okay. Ooh, I set him on fire. That seems good for a ice guy, eh? Okay. Oh, no. Don't charge anything. You gotta run. I could have sworn that charging the bow gave you 3 arrows, but maybe I have something equipped that instead makes it fire. Oh no, that is 3 arrows. His reach is more than I expect on the third one. I can only block 3 and then my shield breaks. So lame. I mean, I don't disagree with the mechanic, but I'm sad. No! No, I faced the wrong way! Yabai, yabagatta. Giri-giri taoseta. Oh, yaba. Yatta. No, you better not disappear because you're showing me the gate. Trying to look for a run button, there's no run button. Ooh. Look at all that magicite.
Yeah.
Sha. What about some energy drinks in Japan? Are they used as much as we do in America? Did you drink them there? And what's the most popular energy drink in Nihon? I have a story about Monster in Japan. Well, I don't know how. I thought it was cool. I remember there when I first studied abroad in Japan, they didn't have Monster. They did have Red Bull, and they had things that they consider energy drinks aren't really like what we would consider energy drinks. They're more just like vitamin drinks. They got a lot of good stuff for long-term energy, not necessarily caffeine. What's it called? An interesting thing about the word energy, by the way, in Japanese, is that when you're talking about your energy, you'd say energy. Energy. Here, I'll put it in the notes for a second. Energy. That would be energy, right? For a person's energy. But when you say energy drink, it is not energy drink. In fact, I say that I made that mistake a lot, and it's not. It's energy drink. So we have two localizations, not localization, loan words for energy, energy and energy. One is more how it's spelled, this one, energy. The other one is more like it sounds, energy. Anyway, so energy drink, or it's also called eiyo drink, which is literally means eiyo is
Yes.
nutritions. What is it? What is the word? Vitamin would be an eiyo. Give me a second. Eiyo. Yeah, nutrition, nourishment. I looked down for a hint because I forgot. I went to go get this to show Skyden. This is what I was drinking. It's the breakfast essentials. Got protein, 21 vitamins and minerals, vitamin D, calcium. Anyway, so eiyo drink is literally nutritional drink, which if you think about our energy drinks, is not that. So, yeah, what's the most popular? Honestly, probably as far as what we would call energy drink, probably Red Bull, but let's see. Here, I'll look up the Ninki, you know. 2026 energy drink osusume Ninki ranking. Okay. Yep, yeah, this is the one I was looking for. Oh yeah, I forgot about the real gold. It doesn't give a lot of. That's probably what's our number one. Where's the? You said this is a ranking. Where's the ranking? Oh, here it is. Wow. So sorry, guys. Monster wins even in Japan now. What I was gonna say about Monster though, they didn't have it when I was studying abroad. And that was when I was in college. I would drink like 2 of those a day sometimes. So those were like when I needed to study. Those were essential for me. And I remember this one day, like I had this really big test, and I was like, man, I'm tired and I need to study so much. I really need my Monster. I know that's a weird concept at this point, but I was a college student and I needed that Monster. And I was sad that I didn't have a replacement. There's not really anything similar to it in Japan, like taste-wise and everything. And I was walking through Shibuya to a certain place that I liked, a cheap cafe that I could study at a lot. Walking through, and right in the Ichimaru-kyu, the 109 building, there was this big event that had these like showgirls, whatever, and they're like cute outfits and whatnot. About starting today selling monsters, and they were handing them out for free. So I got in line. You had to get in line because it's so popular. You know, it's crowded in Japan. I get in line and get my free Monster and go study. It was like the happiest day. Oh. Monster respawned. Apparently now it's the most popular. Then we have Real Gold is number 2. There's this one called Zone. Can I get a picture of this? I can show you if you're. I guess this is another thing that you won't be able to see if you're on mobile, but so it's this. This is called Hyper Zone Energy. I don't know if that's Japanese or I just know I personally haven't seen it in the US. I don't know if it's in the US, but I see it all around in Japan. I don't know if it comes from Japan or somewhere else. Real Gold. I show you again. This is probably the most popular before other foreign energy drinks started coming in. Dierugorudo. It basically just tastes like a. It's kind of, or it gives me about as much energy as like Surge did back in the day. Like it's not a full-on energy drink. It's just like a hyped-up soda. Anyway, that's my long answer to that. Oh, did you even see that? Does it go over the notes? Forgot. Oh, it doesn't. You didn't even see it. Dang it. Notes. Okay, I'll show it. I'll show the real cert. I'll show it to you again. This is Real Gold. And this is Zone. And apparently, Monster has got the 1 and 2 slots. But I mean, it is what it is. Surge memories, yeah. I'm from Las Vegas area, and so there's a Coca-Cola museum or whatever there. It's a giant Coca-Cola bottle on the outside, and energy drinks had a sedation effect on ADHD people, or did I misremember? That is what they say. I don't. I don't know if sedation is the right word or not. That knowledge is correct. Well, I mean, that is a thing that is said. For me, it doesn't make me hyper. Well, it can. Coffee. Okay, so caffeine specifically. Coffee will just make me, yeah, I guess calm down and focus. Which is, and Monster, because of the sugar as well, will make. We don't need hyper keen. Yeah. Oi, oi. But Monster doesn't seem to, I guess, sedate me like caffeine or coffee does. Like make me less. I think of it in my mind as more of a boring person, but focused. So if I need to do like a serious interview or something where like silliness isn't a good thing, then I'll drink coffee ahead of time because it will kind of, well, make me more focused and less like silly. But something with this with like a lot of sugar that doesn't sedate my weird thoughts and my, you know. Does that make sense? But yeah, what you heard tells us is correct in general. I don't know the exact science behind all of it. I'd love to get... Shoot, oh, it's already 37. We got 10 minutes to find a translation challenge, guys. How are we going to do that? Shouldn't open up that can of worms taken away from the game. That's okay, that's okay. No, it's a good question. This guy's got a freaking shield. Try and get him from behind. There we go. Got him from behind. That's one way to do it. Oh, but the shield. Okay. I thought the shield would be technically down, but it was physically still in front. So yeah, you got some vocab from there as well. For sure. I cannot believe we're still in the demo.
驚きました。こんなところに洞窟の入り口があるなんて。こちらの洞窟には何があるのでしょう。探索しがいがありそうですね。よっ。食台がありますね。火を灯す方法があればいいのですが。
Looks like we're gonna need a lighter, also existent in the tools of Zelda.
よっ。や。
Okay, so once again, a dungeon that is not doable yet.
Yeah.
I like how all these save points are essentially teleport points too. All of this exploration, even if we can't do it fully. That is...
この光景を一生忘れません。
Okay, since I can teleport back, I'm gonna see if this is a shortcut back. Let's see. Whoa! Oh no! It was just death. I really thought I was gonna jump down. That's hilarious. Does this heal? It did in the demo, but yeah, I don't think they do anymore. Okay. This is the white cherry blossom of the north.
はい。ここにたどり着くために、カイフリードはどれだけの犠牲を。
Yeah, that's too hard. That was almost a good translation challenge, but there's too much context missing. That would be tough. Yeah. I wonder just how many lives Kaifried had to sacrifice to get this far.
急ごう、ヒューリア。本当に強大な力があるなら、そんな男に渡しちゃいけない。
Okay. Let's do it. That one will work. Never finished this. This is also an energy drink, which I think is more fitting for something like Monster, but Eyo Dorinku might be fitting for something more like Real Gold. Or there's another one, Orinamin Shi, which is really just a lot of good nutrients plus a little caffeine boost. So let's just call it nutritional energy drink. Technically, but I don't think people are actually thinking about the difference between these two when they use the words. But I think technically is gonna be the difference. That makes sense. How would you translate this? 本当に強大な力があるなら、そんな男に私じゃいけない。渡してはいけない。Okay. So here's that. We're gonna go over some vocab first, and then we'll maybe a little bit of grammar, and then we're gonna translate it. Okay. So let's go up here. So we have 本当に. So this is, well, actually, sorry, let's type them all out first. 兄弟, I'm gonna do 兄弟な, it's an adjective. Well, let's just do this. 力そんな男 oops other 男 what else should I teach it here? No, I think grammar should be taught in the yeah. Just trying to think. So this is the vocab. 手はいけない we'll talk about while translating. Well, let me get all of the furigana here. Okay. 本当に this can mean very, or in this case, it's going to be truly, really. 強大な is going to be immense, powerful. Let me look at the dictionary. Kind of depends on context, but 兄弟. Nope, not that 兄弟. Because you have strong and big are the two characters, right? Powerful, strong, mighty. What did I write? Immense, powerful. Yeah. 力 is power. This can mean physical power. It's used for, this is the base one, so it can be used for a lot of different types of power. As in, like authority kind of power, as well as physically strong. Depends on the context. そんな that kind of. I think I'm giving the sentence away too much. That kind. Man. Watasu is going to be to hand. And how would I put that just in English, just as a vocab? To hand over something. To hand something. To hand to someone. Alright, hand something to someone. I would put something to someone. I always forget, there's definitely a way to abbreviate something and someone, which would be helpful for dictionary speak. I'll just put it here this way, though. To hand something to someone. Okay, that being said, why is there this extra page here? Any guesses yet? Have we attempted? No, talking to myself, that's okay. So let's go over this piece by piece. Yeah, so first of all, first grammar point we have here, nara, right? So, simply put, this is going to be if this is the case. Alright, and when we use nara instead of there's other if grammar points. When we use this one, it's with the assumption that this is most likely true. It's an if statement, but we are kind of like, well, and we do use this in English, but it's always if, so it's hard to distinguish. And you'll understand when we finish this one. So, 本当に兄弟の力があるなら. So, hontoni, and then nara. So we're basically what we're saying is if. Oh, sorry. Hontoni and aru nara is where we need to start from. Aru nara, so that means to exist. So if there really is, right? What is there really? Chodai no chikara. So a powerful power is strange, so here's where we can use an immense, right? An immense power. Right? So in this case, we already know that we've heard that there's an immense power, but we don't really know whether to believe it or not. Good chance that it exists, right? This isn't a 50-50, or even a lower than that, like if your house catches on fire, then do this. This is we get a good feeling that there's intense power, and if it really is true, then we're gonna do it. Where did I? No, and immense. Why is it asking me? No, we're talking about an immense power. And we can word that something else, but we're gonna continue on. We don't have a lot of time for one. そんな男に渡しちゃいけない. So this しちゃいけない comes from, it's an abbreviated form of してはいけない. Should be してはいけない. But 渡してはいけない means we cannot let that happen, right? We cannot. And I say cannot instead of can't because it's got that extra emphasis. 渡してはいけない. We cannot. We cannot hand it over to, so ni, to who? そんな男. Such a man, maybe we can say, that kind of man. If there really is an immense power, we cannot hand it over to such a man. Okay. We can tweak that a little bit, but that's essentially the meaning of it. It is 10 minutes before work. I don't have much time. I fail on loop conjugation. There are some things I'm not doing a good job of learning. What would you consider loop conjugation? I'm gonna finish just this, probably a short storyline before we walk in here. And then I think we gotta read out. Ah!
Hi.
Yes, I cannot let it happen. I'm so glad I did it. That was the last sentence.
かなり大きな遺跡のようですね。何のために建てられたものなのでしょうか。
I've saved.
Yo.
I'm gonna come out here.
よし
Oh.
それ
Ah! Super fail. Because I thought I had my boomerang. And also...
うまく盾も使えるといいのですが。
やや
I'm gonna hang out here a little bit longer while I wait for Spectrum to explain to me what loop conjugation would be considered.
うまくしのいでますね。今です。
Okay, just when I think I'm getting the hang of Japanese, Keen hits me with a difficult translation challenge and I get completely humbled. Thank you, I'm so sorry.
Yo.
I try to keep them all around medium difficulty. And when I say medium, that's, you know, having... It takes a long time to even get to that part, so it's gonna be, yeah, they're all gonna be a little bit higher than your level, maybe a little bit too lower for, like, maybe hiring translators, I don't know. But, yeah. But either way, exposing yourself to those as much as possible, definitely good. Hopefully you may have at least heard or understood part of the grammar nara and shite wa ikenai. And if you have questions on that, I can definitely expand. But for the challenges, it's hard for you to translate the whole thing. Try and even just look for words that you understand. or even like little parts. Like, oh, I understood that it meant to the man, to that kind of man, and even that much understanding is a success. Okay. I do need to get ready for work here soon. Unfortunately, I very much enjoyed streaming with you guys. With you guys today. I can either put it on top of my computer and risk it actually damaging if it gets knocked over, or I can put it in front of my computer where I knock it over all the time, but it's safe on the carpet. Nada, yeah. Yeah, you can, if you want to look up more, you can search just search Nada grammar. Yeah. I can also go over that anytime in future streams. I do gotta go now, though. Okay. Thank you so much for everybody who came to support, both through chat, also financially as well. Thank you for the sub from Skyden. Thank you for the optional lesson fee from Will. And also thanks, especially if you're watching the VOD, I hope you do. 30 minutes before stream, we got we got a sub from Dwidgen and 5 gift subs. So thank you to them as well. Thank you to Papa Joe for going halvesies on this game that I'm still in the freaking demo somehow. Whoa, I do gotta go. I'm so sorry for, I know Papa Joe just came in. Nice to see you guys. 来てくれてありがとうございました. And I'll see you next time. But yeah, did I say, so thank you, Dwidgen, if you're watching. Thank you. And yeah. Love the stream look. Okay, yeah, so he said, so you're watching it in vertical. I just got that set up, yeah. I'm so glad. Talk to me about it in Discord, because I gotta go. But I'm excited, I'd love to hear your opinion. And yeah. I will, this scene should work on vertical too. So yeah, 来てくれてありがとうございました。またね。
元気にしてるこっちは梅雨に入ったよそっちはどんな天気かな空港で約束したよねすぐまた会おうねって忘れてないよねもうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる寝る前に月に込めた愛してるあなたに届いたかな今日何してた私はいつも通りの日々君がそばにいたらな一緒に見た打ち上げ花火来年もまた来ようねって忘れてないよねもうすぐだからもうすぐだから見上げた空の太陽に込めた愛してる寝る前に月に込めた愛してる